Let's talk a little bit about the SWOT analysis, which is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And the strengths and weaknesses are internal, and the opportunities and threats are external. But for the purpose of this activity, we're not going to worry about the external pieces right now. We're just going to worry about the internal strengths and the internal weaknesses that might prevent the school from looking at an upper school with an online component for your juniors and seniors. So, this is going to be just what I call a QDF, quick, dirty, functional SWOT analysis, with only the internal factors, because that's all we need right now. So first of all, how about the principal? Is the principal a strength or a weakness in terms of advocating for online learning? The principal does not have to be a techie, does not even have to be proficient in online learning, but willing to learn from teachers. So let's say that we do have that, so we're going to put the principal right here. Or maybe it's an assistant principal, that's okay too. But someone at the building administration level really needs to head this up. If on the other hand it's down here, then there's something we would have to work on. How about faculty? You already have Moodle, so that's up here. And let's say that you have two faculty members that are already using Moodle and using it well, and that's an opportunity, that's an internal strength. And then over here though, we have resistance from lots of faculty because it's a change. So that might be a weakness. So we keep on looking at that. Is there, for example, a department that is more innovative than others? Typically in most high schools, science teachers are ahead of the curve on this. So you might have the science department as an opportunity, as a strength. And how about the central office? We do need support from the central office. On the other hand, if the central office is not in favor of this, then we have a problem. So that's an internal weakness that we need to consider. Also, how about IT? IT directors. Now, there are a couple of kinds of IT directors. There are IT directors who understand instruction. So if you have one of those, you would put it here. On the other hand, if you have an IT person who is simply a network administrator and is just trying to protect the network and not be involved with instruction, then that would be down here. How about Wi-Fi or your overall infrastructure? Does your infrastructure support what you want to do with online learning? If it does, then your infrastructure would be here. If not, it would be here if it needs some help. How about Wi-Fi? Do you have a wireless network in your school? And do you allow devices such as smartphones, tablets, laptops? More and more schools are going to those devices, especially for upperclassmen, upper school students, juniors and seniors. So if you had that availability, you would list it here. If you didn't have it, you would list it in here. So once you would sit around a table with 2 or 3 people to do a SWOT analysis, just like I did right now. It takes only, maybe you could do that in about a half hour with the printed form. Once you do that, then someone, preferably the principal or an assistant principal who would be leading this effort, would just write maybe a brief narrative of 2 or 3 paragraphs summarizing the data that we've collected in the SWOT